Oh, my universe. Look what you've been through. Space is empty now. I mean, duh. Obviously it was empty before. But since the flux, there's so much more. Space. And so much less everything else. Which when you're trying to find someone makes things tricky. Remember our honeymoon plans? 20 rotations in the floating canals of Pisano? Then we got deployed, separately. So instead we had that one night in a cubicle hotel opposite the academy. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was more than a good night. But I regret to inform you, we may have missed our moment with Pisano.
Just got here. I was more hoping for hello.
Didn't hear you approach.
It's alright, yeah. It's not the worst reaction I've had. Everyone jumpy here. I saw you come in. That's a Lupari craft, right? Yeah, because you're pretty non-Lupari.
Borrowed.
Yeah, oh, no judgment. Everyone's borrowed everything to get here. Welcome to Pisano. What's left of it? Oh, the canals are gone, I'm afraid. I'm Namaka, Ost Parves Po.
Belle.
Nice. Yeah, sure. Better. Easier. No need to ask why you're here. Yeah. It's the only planetary remains left in the quadrant. Quarter of a sun, third of a moon. Half a planet. Everyone comes here now. Everyone who's left.
That's what I'm hoping. You seen this guy?
No. Brother?
Life partner.
Okay. No, sorry. He might be at the next coalescence, unless he went already.
The next what?
Oh, there's this person who's made it their mission to help us, and get us to safety. Oh, there'll be one later. You want to come?
Glass everywhere. What is that device you're using?
Did I not tell you to stay downstairs?
It is my house. Vandalism. If I get my hands on the person who threw this...
Jericho, wait!
How did they get here?
How indeed, the return of the weeping angels. Don't blink. I'm going to try not to blink. Oh, goodness, it's really hard actually. I don't think I'd survive very long against the weeping angels. Very nasty. Now, when did we last see them? I think it might have been with Matt Smith's Doctor. This was called Village of the Angels. And it was interesting seeing at the start of that clip, the conversation there between that sort of Romanesque character and that woman who's obviously linked to Captain Vinder. Is it Vinder? Captain Vinder? Who's sort of seems to be a linking character throughout this season. Yes, very interesting. His life partner, I think she said. It's a nice way to describe it, isn't it? It looked like we certainly had two different story threads going on, didn't we? Judging by that clip with the Doctor in that sort of slightly sort of old sort of Edwardian house. And I can't remember who that chap was, presumably the guy who lives at the house. And I don't know whether the weeping angels are after him. I thought they were very effective creatures, the weeping angels, and there was something very sort of unnerving about them, wasn't there? I just always found it slightly disappointing that the only thing they seemed to be able to do was transport you back in time. But maybe in this story, they were more deadly. I think that sort of rings a bell. But how the angels were linked to the flux, I can't recall. The flux, of course, was some sort of force of antimatter, wasn't it? That was sort of enveloping the universe, I believe. It seems to be that the recurring villains here. So we've had weeping angels, haven't we? We've had Sontarans come back. So I don't know whether the flux has sort of somehow extracted old enemies of the Doctor, and there's something going on there. It's very hard for me to recall a lot of these, the finer details of these stories, but nevertheless, I recall it being an enjoyable romp. This one, mainly because of the return of the weeping angels.